Hello, my name is Ms. Wigfall, and today I'm going to show you how to find the equation of the best fit line. I am a math teacher and I use a program called IXL. It can be found on the computer at IXL.com. It is a fantastic program. The type of problems I am showing you today can be found on Level K, Skill KK12. What is the equation of the trend line in this scatter plot? To get this equation, you only need to find two numbers, the slope and the y-intercept. When you substitute these two numbers into the slope-intercept form of the equation, you will have the answer, y equals mx plus b. What is the equation of the best fit line in this scatter plot? Remember that best fit line is also known as trend line. And what we do is pick any 2 points on the line, but they have to be integers where the x and the y lines meet. So in this problem, the points were picked for you. The points picked were 5, 0, and 7, 6. Okay, so now all we have to do is identify which one is x1, y1, and which point is x2, y2. So we'll name the first point x1, x sub 1, y sub 1. So x sub 1 will be 5, y sub 1 will be 0, x sub 2 will be 7, and y sub 2 will be 6. Now we can use the 2 points to find the slope by using the slope formula. The slope formula says that m, which is what we use to represent the slope, is equal to the change in y divided by the change in x. So m is equal to 6 minus 0 over 7 minus 5, because y sub 2 is 6, y sub 1 is 0, x sub 2 is 7, and x sub 1 is 5. We sub in. When we get 6 over 2, it reduces to 3, and so therefore we know our slope is 3. Now that we know the slope, all we have to do is find the y-intercept, and we'll have everything we need to know to get the equation. Use the slope at either one of the points. We chose to use 5, 0. It wouldn't matter which one you use. You'd still get the right answer if you did the problem correctly. So using m equals 3, x equals 5, and y equals 0, we sub in. Y equals mx plus b gives us 0 equals 3 times 5 plus b. 3 times 5 is 15, so 0 equals 15 plus b. Minusing 15 from both sides, we get b is equal to negative 15. Because we want to isolate the b and get it alone, so we minus the 15 on both sides of the equal sign. Now that we know that the y-intercept is negative 15 and the slope is 3, the rest is elementary. We simply substitute them into the formula y equals mx plus b. Remember, we're only substituting in the m and the b. So y equals 3x minus 15 is our answer. Now we will do another problem to find the equation of the best fit line. In this problem, we have a line and we have identified 2 points on the line. So we will find out what the equation is. Remember, to get this equation, you only need 2 numbers, the slope m and the y-intercept b. When you substitute these 2 numbers into the slope-intercept form of the equation, you will have the answer. In this problem, again, we are asked for the equation of the best fit line. Remember that the best fit line is also known as the trend line. First thing we will do is find the coordinates of the 2 points that are yellow. In this case, the graph picked 2 integers for you. And we look at them and we see that the 2 points that are picked that meet at the intersection of the horizontal and vertical XY lines are 0, 5, and 8, 7. So we will identify them as x sub 1 being 0, y sub 1 is 5, x sub 2 is 8, y sub 2 is 7. Now that we have identified them, we can substitute them into the slope formula to find the slope. Remember that the slope is the change in y divided by the change in x. The formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1 is equal to m, the slope. Substituting in those numbers, we see that y sub 2 is 7 and y sub 1 is 5. So the numerator gives us 7 minus 5. In the denominator, we have x sub 2, which is 8, minus x sub 1, which is 0. 8 minus 0 gives us 8. So therefore, 2 over 8 reduces to 1 over 4. So our slope number is 1 over 4. Now we have our slope. All we need to know is our y-intercept, and then we're ready to get our final answer. Well, the y-intercept is very easy because the y-intercept is 5. The y-intercept, you can see from the graph right here, is on the y-axis. The y-intercept is the point where the graph line crosses the y-axis, and we can see that that's 5. Anytime our x number is 0 on an ordered pair, the y value will be on the y-axis. So the good news is that we didn't have to solve the equation to get b, the y-intercept. We have it. Again, it's 5. Now that we know that the slope is equal to 1/4 and the y-intercept is equal to 5, we can simply substitute them into our equation, y equals mx plus b, and get, taking out the m, putting in 1/4, taking out the b, putting in 5, we get y equals 1/4 x plus 5 for our final answer. That's it, math friends. I hope this video helped you. Feel free to go back, play the video again, stop at each point and try to do the problems yourself before you look at the solution. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for coming.